I didn't say a perfect offering. I said an honest offering. Are we truly seeking him with our hearts? A heart that just says, God, I don't have it figured out. I don't understand everything. I just know I need you more than anything. I'm supposed to give you Greek words, guys. I'm supposed to get here and give you some Greek words. And it is important. I want to do this because it starts, I'm going to give you three of them. It starts in the heart, and the Greek word is cardia. It starts in here. Because when David did this, David's tabernacle is only a manifestation of David's heart. He didn't just make a tent of worship and go, I hope it works. He already knew it worked for the past 20 years. He was seeking the Lord, and he knew that every time he played his harp, God would come. He would sing songs, God, the manifest presence of God. And in Psalm 27, verse 10, David said, even though my father and my mother forsake me, the Lord will receive me. He found God. It was illegal for David to do what he was doing because he was as far as you could be away from God, but yet God found him because his heart said something to God. I want to worship. I want to be in the presence of God. And the Greek word is cardia. It's the word where in Romans 10 where it says, if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart, you'll be saved. That's the Greek word cardia. All of this, everything that I just said to you, it all starts in the cardia, in the heart. It starts inside of here. David was a man after God's own heart. His heart said, I want God more than anything. Take a quick survey of Psalm 27. And I'm gonna, if you haven't figured it out by now, I talk really fast and I quote a lot of scriptures. So if you're trying to take notes, I probably frustrated you like 15 minutes ago. But if you take a survey of Psalm 27, in the middle of warfare, because you can read the context, David, he stops in verse 4 and he said, one thing I ask, one thing I desire, one thing out of all of it. I mean, is that really, he goes, I want to be with you, God, essentially. But is that really the first thing that comes to your mind when you're in the middle of a warfare season? You're thinking like, how am I gonna fix this problem? How am I gonna do this? What's going on with my life? How are we gonna pay the bills? 7 people are mad at me. All these kind of things are going on. And David goes, let's push all that aside. I just want one thing. One thing I ask, this is what I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire, seek him in his temple. That's what he said. He goes, out of all of it, I just want God. That's cardia, that's the heart. That's one person's heart. One person's heart that says, I want God more than anything. He goes on to say in verse 8, he says, I love this. This is one of my favorite verses in the entire Bible because David gives us a little glimpse into his conversation with how it all started. So, Psalm 27, verse 8, he said to God, you said to me, seek my face. God, you said that to me, seek my face. But my what? My heart says to you, your face, Lord, I will see. I love that. He said, God, I believe this, that God issued a call over the whole earth, specifically Israel at that time. Seek my face. You said to me, seek my face. I believe God issued a call. And David was the only one who answered. Yeah. He said, my heart responded. He said, your face, Lord, I will seek. Psalm 27, verse 8. If you don't get any verse out of this, you don't get anything out of this, get that verse in your spirit. Because God has issued a call. Seek my face. What does that mean? You figure it out. I'm not gonna do a whole message about that. You just figure it out. What does that mean? Seek God's face. You figure it out. But I'm just saying, the hungry ones, if you go past all the layers in your heart, you'll find that your heart is saying the same thing that David said. My heart responded. He didn't go, I evaluated all my options and I came to the logical conclusion that I should seek your face. He didn't say that. He didn't say my brain went through a whole process of trying to understand. He didn't do that. He said, when you said that to me, God, something came alive in my heart. My heart wants to be with you, God. I'm from the tribe of Judah. I'm not from the tribe of the Levites. I don't know how I'm gonna be with you, but I'm gonna find a way. I mean, it's illegal for me to draw near to the tabernacle of Moses. I can't even get there. It's illegal for me, but I'm gonna find a way anyway. I mean, understand, hungry people always find a way to get to God. They always do. Whether there's 2 people, 5 people, 500 people, it doesn't matter. God just finds people who are hungry for him and he meets them there. And this is what I'm saying. God issues a call over us today. So I'm telling, yeah, I want to go to the nations. I want to see revival over the whole thing. And like the Hebrides, I want to see this San Diego. I'm saying big picture this, but I'm saying it starts in cardia. It starts in hearts first. If it doesn't get here, you're not going to be able to host it when it comes to the big one. Let me understand what I'm saying. It's not, we don't start with really big. We start with individual heart before the Lord. The question we ask ourselves in this is, are we truly seeking the Lord with all of our hearts? I didn't say a perfect offering. I said an honest offering. Are we truly seeking him with our hearts? A heart that just says, God, I don't have it figured out. I don't understand everything. I just know I need you more than anything. If I'm being real, that was my salvation prayer, just to let you know. September 2001, on the other side of the freeway, right off of Mar Vista on Hanalei Drive. I knelt down. I did not understand a thing. I didn't know it. I didn't know anything. I didn't grow up in church. Some of y'all had the privilege to grow up in church. I didn't grow up in church. All I knew was his presence came and he made himself real to me. It's how I got saved. And my prayer was, I need you. That was my prayer. Definitely was not perfect, but it was honest. And I'm telling you, I had a real conversion, but my life was transformed because I kept getting in the presence of God. It's a heart. It's a heart that says, I want God. Here's the second thing. Cardia is heart. The next Greek word is oikos, which is your home. It's your household. It's your home. You know, in Luke 19, Zacchaeus is wanting to see Jesus. You know, he's a short dude, so he had to get up in the tree. You remember the story. Gets up in the tree, and he looks over. Jesus looks up at him, and he says, I'm coming to your house. The Greek word there is oikos. It's not just a yogurt. Come on, somebody. It is your house. It's a good yogurt, though, I will say. But your oikos. So, okay, in cardia, we host the presence of God on our own. We spend time in the secret place. We seek God with all of our own individual heart. But it's got to make its way to our oikos, to our family, to our household. And when we do that, this is where God begins to take what was in our heart and influence the world that's around us, our local, our community, our local. Now, it starts with our family. And I will tell you, in January this year, I felt the Lord wanted me to lead a 21-day devotional on foundations. Now, I'm not a morning person. Some of y'all are probably more morning persons than me. But the time that we did it, that I felt from the Lord, was 6:30 a.m. to 7 every day for 21 days straight. Now, it would be easier if I did it at midnight, but the Lord wanted me to do it. And it was places, the time where a lot of people could be available. So I started this online community, and we went for 21 days. Went over foundations, how to have a devotional time, who is God, how to live out your faith, a lot of practical things. Really great time. Honestly, it was such a blessing just for me to go over foundations again. But the one person that joined the group was my son, who's 10 years old. Not because I asked him to, but because he asked me to. I told him, we're going to do this devotional and it's going to be fun. We're going to, whatever. So I'm doing it online and people are joining from all over. And he goes, Dad, when you do that, wake me up. Please wake me up before you do the devotional, okay? Wake me up, okay? So every day for 21 days straight, he's waking up with me from 6:30 a.m. and we're teaching foundations for a half an hour for 21 days straight. My 10-year-old initiated and wanted to come with me. I'm talking about my oikos right now. I'm talking about my home. So we finish the devotional. He learns all these things. I wake up, again, because I'm still working on being a morning person. I wake up at 7 a.m. and I go into the loft. My wife's sitting there reading her Bible and my 10-year-old's sitting there reading his Bible. I say, what are you doing, man? Oh, just reading the Bible? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My 10-year-old's reading the word on his own initiative. Not because I tried. I promise you. I'm thinking like, do you really want to do this? Like I'm trying to discourage him from it to see if he really wants it. But he's the one who initiated all of it. Then the next day, it gets better. But wait, there's more. It gets better. He goes the next day because he sees me do this. He goes on a prayer walk. Takes a walk, and he tells my wife. He goes, I'm going to go on a walk. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I'm going to go on a prayer walk. Okay, cool. He goes on a prayer walk around the neighborhood. We have a little loop in our neighborhood. He goes on a prayer walk. And then and he shares a testimony later. He said, when he's on the prayer walk, he asked God, I want to meet Jesus or I want to meet David. Because the David movie just came out, recently. He loves that movie. They've watched it so many times. He goes, I want to meet Jesus. I want to meet I want to meet David. And as he's walking, he said he feels, his hands are open. He said he feels on both hands someone grab his hand like they were like holding his hand and walking with him during the prayer walk. Is that awesome or what? I'm telling you, I pray for them every day. I pray for my family. And I'm trying to not make a big deal. You know, he comes back, tell the testimony. Oh, that's really cool. Inside, you're like, yeah, whoa, hallelujah. On the outside, hey, that's cool, son. Yeah, great. Praise God. I'm proud of you, man. You know, like you can't make too big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But I pray for them every day. I'm asking God to move in their hearts. I pray this verse from Isaiah. I don't know, you tell me the passage, but he says, all your children shall be taught by the Lord, and great shall be their peace. I declare that over my kids almost every day, and I'm asking God to move in their hearts every day. But see what happened was, I had cardia. I had a heart that said I want God more than anything, and then I felt I've got to pray for my wife and my kids, and I'm praying for them, and now my oikos is getting impacted. Do you see the difference there? It's not just my own personal secret place with God. Now it's my oikos, my home, my family. And so when the Bible said that we are, the fivefold is to equip the saints for the work of ministry, the first ministry is to God. And if we can minister to God in our cardia, then we teach our families how to minister to God in your oikos, to minister to the Lord. I am a priest in my home, but I'm teaching my sons how to be priests too, because I want them to learn how to minister to God. I want them to learn how to capture the attention of God.